Hello, this is Mark McDaniel with the Evolution of Warfare. We're looking at turn 3 of Next War Iran playtest. So again, please remember this is a lot of this is subject to change. Again, I really appreciate folks joining in and my little podcast, but appreciate it. Where we're at, where we left off, is we were making fairly good progress on turn 2 until we hit the clearing operations on this, and yeah, so yeah, we had 6s here. And we rolled high, or we rolled low, rather, excuse me. And that is not a good thing to have happen. But what can you say? It's how it happens. I just don't think I'm going to be able to achieve all of my objectives, which are to capture these remaining these blue cubes are the objectives. I have to accomplish that. We've accomplished a lot. I think in 5 turns I could probably do this, but suffice to say. So we're going to continue on and start again with walking through the sequence of play. Again, I believe I figured out a couple of things. First is I haven't been able. I figured out why I could not have comments put on my YouTube channel. Again, by the way, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be wonderful. We've actually gained quite a few followers and subscribers, and I really appreciate that. And I'll try to be consistent on content going forward. But I figured out how to do. I made these for kids, and so with kids on YouTube, you can't. They don't allow comments to happen. So that's that. And then I had a question on retreats, and in my mind, it was, okay, I got to retreat twice, and there is a rule that, in fact, I could quote that to you. Let me, in fact, let's see, where's this rule at? I think I did it under. Again, I'm thankful for Discord because you can, there's a pretty robust group of folks on there, and especially with Next War, immediate answers almost. The game rules, again, the rules are so important, right? The game rule 9.8.1, standard rules, units defending in non-city or non-fortified flat woods, rough woods, and marsh retreat 2 hexes, and that was in my mind. I think I had read that at one time, and it was kind of kicking around, and so I kind of knew it was 2. But then units defending in any other terrain types retreat 1 hex. And so there you go. And also on Discord, shout out to Nave Koy. Probably Nate, I don't even know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry, but he said, hey, it's on the CRT, or the combat results chart, and if I just read that a little bit more closely, but I'm appreciative of that. All right. So I did do both of my retreats correctly. I had to go back to, and we did that. So I don't know, with reinforcements, we'll see how this works out. Again, the Americans have, I think what's a plus for the Americans is their air superiority, of course, and then the efficiency rating, and that is this, we go here, that's this little number 7, right in the middle, on the right-hand middle of the screen, or the counter, is the efficiency rating. And U.S. is 7, and it exceeds, I don't think I have a 6 for the Iranians on the board right now. Everything's 5 and below, and that provides column shifts, which are good. Of course, and that makes sense because they're a higher trained unit and that type of thing. So this turn, for the Americans, we're going to press forward with our attack. We have 1 unit. Yeah, here we go. This turn I do get replacement points for the Americans, and so we'll be able to plus these guys up here. The second of the 82nd are took a step loss. So I'll probably pull them back and bring in equivalent, Marine units to help with that. Anyway, we'll work that. Actually, I'll probably, we'll work this when we do the movement. But the very first thing we have to do, and we're going to walk through each of these steps, is the weather phase. That's going to be first. So let's go on over here to the E chart and by the way, the weather, let's see. It is wet. It is the wet season, and I don't have my my marker for that, but that's, and I was reading over there it is right there. Season wet. Look at this. I did have it. And that is a +2. I didn't do weather right last turn. On the die roll. So we're gonna do a die roll here. 4 + 2 equals 6 to 7, and that's going to be overcast. So that's going to be our weather. So overcast does have some. It does have some impact on. On what we're doing. I did these little weather cards here for next war Korea. Let me see if I can make these a little bit larger. Oh, Stewie. Let's see here. Clear is no effect. Here we go. Make this a little bit larger. So we have air mobile points. So this is not good. It limited all weather capability. Air points are halved. Well, the U.S. doesn't have limited air all-weather capability. If no all-weather capability, air points are quartered. And then all attack helicopters can perform only 1 mission this game turn. So we have to have the air mobile points. And so if I go back, pull this back over here, you remembered the Iranians lost an air mobile point this last turn. So let me pull the game-specific rules. In this particular scenario, optional rules. I need to get my total again. Again, this is the nice thing about doing this is I'm learning the game more the more I do it. Another thing, rules are important. That's rule number 1. 2 is to play it quite often. The non-allied side gets 4 air mobile points. And let's see, 2 air and then 2 air transport points. 4, okay, that's what I have here, air transport points. And that could be important. Again, we're looking at air points are halved. If limited all-weather capability, air points are halved. If no all-weather capability, which I'm guessing for the Iranians, they have no all-weather capability, air points are quartered, and then, okay, that makes sense. All right. Have air mobile points. So that's what we have to do this turn. So that drops the air mobile points. That's going to affect the Iranians quite a bit because remember I've got these armored units that needed to get across. And then, of course, the air points, we lost an air point. And let me go back over here and we got to do air points for this turn. That's what we're getting turn 3. The non-allied only get 2. So they get half of that because of the overcast weather conditions, right? And then We have air superiority again. The Americans do, and they have 12 air points this turn. So we'll pop this back up here again. You go to the scenario rules for that, and I think that air stuff is down. There we go. And we have superiority again. And the next turn, the Americans have air supremacy, which are going to do some rather, it's going to change a lot of things in regard to that. One of the other things I forgot, I guess because it's the advanced game, the AWACS rule, but AWACS, where are we at? Initiative. Yeah, I don't think AWACS came in this. That's an advanced thing. Up here, actually, I guess I didn't do the AWACS thing, but I don't think it has to do with these hexes on detection. So we've actually we started with superiority. We'll get a +2 shift in the final turn. I think that's at 1. I think that's incorrect there. So, okay. So that basically allows for, yes, we did this before. The 30 hexes were well within, all of our units of detection are well within that range. All right, so that's weather. So we just have to keep that in mind that, again, on the weather itself, all I've got to do go in and change helicopters. I don't think I have to refer back to this card after that. So that means, zoom in here, and we will rotate this 90 degrees. And then the Americans had these 2 helicopters here. Oops. All right. Whoops. Again, sorry. First of all, it's first thing in the morning, and so I'm a little tired. But okay, there we go. And again, tabletop simulator, how you move around on the map is interesting. It's wonky. Okay, the next phase then is supply phase, which is optional, but we're in supply. We have this beachhead here, which provides supply to all of our units. So there's no out of supply units, but we're not doing that. It's optional, but just to bring that up, that's the second phase. Third phase is the air initiative, or the initiative air naval phase, and because the Allies have initiative. Actually, there's something about that. The Allied player has the initiative. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. The Allies have initiative for game turn 1 and game turn 2. Game turn 3 is contested, so let's go over here and make that change as well. And so we'll pull that initiative out here. And so we're going to have a contested turn. Now, what impact then does that have? And then whoever scores the most victory points, going to be the Americans, I'm sure, will have the initiative for game turn 4. The big impact is there is no initiative, movement, and combat phase. In other words, the Americans, which have had the initiative for turns 1 and 2, got a free turn, basically, is what the initiative turn is. And they are not going to have that this turn. It's going to be the basic movement and combat phase. So we're going to do, there is no air naval phase, and there is no initiative, movement, and combat phase, which is half of this. It's going to be a short turn, relatively short turn. And so all the things that would have happened with airstrikes and that type of thing are not going to occur this particular turn. So now we move to basic movement and combat phase. So the first is going to be movement, or the movement segment. The first player moves, which is the Americans. His ground units, or their ground units, air mobile, sea movement, and transport are allowed. Now, we got reinforcements this last turn. And so we'll come back over here. And we are going to, I think what I want to do, that's a three strength unit. The first of the 101st is here. And I think what I want to do is to pair, we're actually, let's see, did I capture an airfield this last turn? Oh, we did. We do have an airfield here. So look at this. So this is going to be nice. So the problem is it's right next to this facility. So I think air defense is going to come into play. So let's do that. We're going to move. Tell you what. Let me save that movement for last. Let's go back over here to the India holding box. So these here, this is our battle group and our amphibious group. They're out in the Indian Ocean. Diego Garcia. Attack helicopters must be sea transported to another port or a beachhead. Other units must use some other applicable type of transport movement. Only long or unlimited range airstrikes, and we're not doing any soft or special operations or cruise missiles. But we can move this. We do have this helicopter here that we can forward deploy. Let's take a look at sea transportation. I can find that in the rules. CX. Movement types. Here we go. That's probably going to be here. And let's see, contested sea movement. Let me go to the index and take a look at this. We're learning something new. So sea transported, which is going to be 8.5.7. Nice thing about an index. Oh, here we go. Sea transport represents the movement of troops and equipment with general shipping capabilities as opposed to specialized transport ships represented by the amphibious naval units. Two basic types of sea transport, port-to-port and sea landing. Said that helicopters must be sea transported to another port. Okay, so from Diego Garcia to another port. So it's basically going to send it to a. I wonder what would be the quickest way getting them to. Because where we have our staging area is in the UAE, and then it's 9 movement points. So we'll get this guy basically available next turn. If we keep him in the battle group, they'll move from Indian Ocean to Gulf of Oman. That's turn 3. And then turn 4, again, I think it's going to be either way. So I'm going to keep everything together. We'll just do that. I'll just decide to do that. That probably may not be. That'd be a good question for comment or for comments for someone to answer on strategy. You know, should I sea transport these guys? I mean, I only have one more turn. Obviously, it would be a lot faster, but we're going to go ahead and just move these guys into the Gulf of Oman from the Indian Ocean. Make that simple there. And then we're going to I guess let me go up here. I'm trying to think if I should do my, yeah, let's bring the 101st in. Let's just go ahead and figure out how to do that. We're going to send it, we're going to do air transport. These are air mobile points. Again, they're halved, if you remember. And land them at this, attempt to land them at this airfield here. So let me get one of my arrows. And so I've got a point of reference here. Change the color on it. Okay. So we've got this guy that we're that we have transported. So we've done air mobile transporting. I'd rather do that than paradropping. So let me make sure I've got the air mobile points for this. One air mobile points can transport one strength point, step point of air mobile capable units, which this is. We have one step point. So let me go over here and expend that. And I think, let me check my rules. I'm sorry I'm having to go through this. I just haven't done this air mobile, or it's been a while since I did the air mobile. I got 4. Again, that's halved for this turn. So I've got to change this down to 2. And we're going to use 1 right now to bring this guy over. Now I'm concerned about this installation here. So that's why I want to double check these rules and make sure that I don't do air defense. We can move up to 24 hexes in a friendly movement segment, which is where we're at, ignoring all terrain costs. They're placed in their landing hex where the unit may be subject to air defense fire. That's correct. That would make sense. Air mobile units are always eligible for movement. We've already done that. Let's see. So I guess, yeah, we would go down to the air defense. So let's go down here to air defense and take a look at that. Look at this. If mission is air transport in a home or friendly, actually what we have, the nice thing is we have air superiority. So that goes there. Bring this dice down here. We're going to use this, I think. Target hex. We're going to allocate. Okay, so 2, maximum of 2. Yes, I want to protect these guys. So we're gonna allocate 2 air points. We're at 12. We're definitely going to allocate 2 air points for that. And where am I? Oh, there we go. I'm probably driving everybody crazy, or whoever's watching crazy. And I like to do these things to remind me. Clone. Okay, so there's our, that's the dice roll modifier, right? -1 target hex is in or adjacent to a hex containing an enemy armor or mechanized unit. Amphibiously assaulting units don't count. It's not amphibious. So let's go up here and see if we have armor or mechanized in an adjacent hex. It's possible. Yeah, we have 2 armored units here that are defending this particular hex. That's not a good thing. And that's gonna be a -1. I wonder if it's per armor unit. I guess that would be another question, but let's assume that it does, because we have 2 armored units there that are both firing. So that's going to take these out of play that we have. Attack helicopters, air mobile unit flew over, which we did not, and -2, yes, that is going to be the case. So we have a shot of them getting aborted and them getting sent back. So let's roll and see what we got. Oh no. Worst possible number. Oh no. No. The one time I didn't want a 0. Oh my gosh. So the mission aborts. Then we have a -1. The number of air points which do not support minus. But we did not have a star, and that's good, because then we would have permanently lost air mobile points, and the transported unit would have. So it's just an abort -1. Number of air points which do not support the combat. Oh, we lost. I guess we. Okay, we would have lost one of the air points. And then, but it is aborted. So these guys go back to the UAE, and they're not going to come here. So we got a break on the weather for the Americans. But thankfully, we didn't lose. We have superiority. This has been. Oh wait a minute, we don't have superiority. Oh my gosh, this is not going to be good. I just realized we have contested. We're in the contested block here, and we have 0, and we have -2. We have a star. Oh my gosh, and we lost the 2. The big thing from this is, as you can see with the star, 1 air or air mobile point is permanently lost, and transported unit takes a step loss. Thankfully, we didn't lose. Oh gosh, it had to go to contested. Thank you, Mr. Lamb, for that. I really appreciate that. So we got to flip that. The mission gets aborted. This goes back to the UAE box, and so now I have to make a decision on who's going to get the replacements a little bit later. And then we permanently lose an air mobile point. Oh, gosh. So that's going to... So that's the air mobile points for the turn. And then we have to remember in turn 4 that we had lost the unit. So instead of getting 4, we get 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this down here, so as a reminder that I've lost an air mobile point. Okay. Jeez, that's not good. That is not a good thing. So they're not available for this combat. But that's okay. We got plenty of forces on the island here. And that had to do with the armor and the installation. Jeez. Because That was a minor. Now again, that could have changed. I don't think it would change much, but I'm just figuring both of these units fired at that at them, and and then you had -2 for this installation. Goodness gracious me. Okay, so now we need to do movement. Well, of course, these guys are already in this hex. So that's 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, and we have 4 steps. So then we have that lot there. That means we got to bring in this slot. And I think they are half points, so half. 1, 2, 2.5. So I don't have anybody else to bring in. Well, now wait a minute. Gosh, I hate to wait y'all. We did. I'm wondering. Oh, I don't have any error. Wait a minute. The guys over here, they're in the Gulf of Oman, which means conceivably they are. We move these guys down here. There they are. And I was able to do this last turn. This is correct. Now, I was also told that I could only have 1 ship per hex. This guy has... We're an overcast. They have intrinsic. I have a step that I can bring over. So I could fly this helicopter over and base it over here, but it would be expensive. That would be his movement. I'm going to go ahead and do that and bring because it isn't, I can go 1 over here, and then I have intrinsic air mobile value, but it's halved because it's overcast. Let me go back up here to my weather card. Because I remember on turn 1, I paradropped these guys over. Let's see. Have air mobile points. So I would not be able to do that because it's only got 1, the intrinsic air mobile capability for an amphib unit is 1. I think that's right. Let me look at that very quickly. At the units. I got most of this probably wrong. This is taking a whole lot longer than... Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's my air mobile transport capacity. It's like, under normal weather conditions, I could bring... Oh, wait. It's halved. I have a half a step I can bring over. Again, this is half a... Yes. So we can bring the 1st to the 7th over, which we are going to do. And we are going to drop him at the beachhead. And then he gets movement. So I can bring him over here. So that's going to bring this to a 3. A lot of marine units here, but suffice it to say. All right, my friends. Now, or he's got up to 4. So I guess that would be that's a half movement point. So these guys are going to attack. We'll be able to bring him into the attack. Then we are going to attack. We're going to press our attack here into these 2 units, which is going to be our movement. Now we go to combat segment. So we declare and resolve all combat. Now the nice thing is, I've got so many air points. Make sure, I think that I have to have my air points. I think that's what it said, right? And I'm talking to myself. Read these rules, know these rules. If limited all-weather capability, air points are half, but we have, I think we are, all of our all American stuff is all-weather. I do know that, so I don't think they're halved. But let's go ahead and have them just in case. So 6, we'll just be fair. We'll be fair just to do this. So that gives me 4 air points I can use for combat. So we'll go over here. The very first thing we do is we declare our attacks, which we did. We compute initial odds on both of the attacks. So that's basically going to be this in our column shifts. So we come back up here. We're going to deal, the first battle we're going to deal with is going to be in this particular hex here. Okay, well these are halved. That's not bad. This is Diristan, which is an objective hex. We've got all these units down here. And so we're going to put the these are all one-step units, so if I lose anybody, I'm going to lose them. Okay. So we'll put I guess it doesn't matter on the lead unit. Okay, we just got the second of the fourth is going to be the lead unit here. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we do have mechanized. 6, 2, a defensive value of 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, 6 to 9. That is not good. I may not be able to attack. Let's take a look at the chart. That is going to be, but we do get the shifts on the we're looking at 3 column shifts for efficiency rating. So okay, well that's not bad. So we're looking at 1 to 2 odds, I believe. Let me see. 9 divided by 6. Again, I'm not a math guy, so I'm probably doing my math odds wrong, or my combat odds wrong. 9 divided by 6 is 1.5. 1.5, that's right. So 1.5, and then we get a 3 column shift, 1, 2, 3 for the efficiency rating. That's pretty boss, actually. That takes us to a 2 for 1 odd, which is really good. If we'd had some more stuff, we'd be able to do really well there. So that is that's going to be the initial odds and column shifts. Now we're going to appropriate our Hilo stuff, which is we're definitely going to do both of these guys here. They need it. They need the help. So, well, that's got that armor up there. We're just going to give one dice modifier. And then I can do up to, I think it was 2 helos, and 4 air points. I think that's all of our air points, which we're going to give to. Yeah. So we have, because of the overcast weather, we are giving, again, maybe all the American stuff, there's a rule that all the American stuff is, is all weather. I think that it is, but it's overcast. So we are going to put all 4 that we had into oh, y'all are, I'm so sorry how I'm just swinging around the scene here. So we got 4 aircraft. Clone. 2, 3, 4. Now the thing is, we do ADF. We do 1 roll for the helicopters, for each helicopter, and then 1 roll only for the air. I did find that out from the designer, the designer himself. So now let's do the dice roll modifiers here and see what we come up with. So we're at 0. So we do minus for attacking combat support. So it's going to be -6. Flip that. So we're going to start with -6. We are not attacking from 5 to 6 hexes or 3 or 4 hexes. We're not mountain. We're not light. There is not a remainder or surplus in our favor. Light infantry defending. Let me see if I've got light infantry. I don't think that I do. No, it's infantry and commandos. There's not an installation. They're not in Highland. I think they are in just clear, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's clear. +1 per additional formation in multi-formation attacks does not apply to NATO. +1 for combined attacks with different nationalities, no. Different IRI branches, no. That'll be the case for them, but not for us. Yeah, I think we're good. I think that we are. Whoops. I think that we got a -6. On the. Oh, that's right. We have to do air. I didn't do the air ADF. Dang it. Go over here. Now we are in contested. I've got to remember this. Oh my goodness. I have no air escort points, so that's not going to happen. Armor or mechanized, no. 2 hexes of an enemy airfield or installation or naval unit. Crap. Within 2 hexes, yes. We're an adjacent, so that these guys are going to get a dice roll modifier on their anti-defense fire of -2. So we're going to do the helicopter first. 5. Okay, no effect. Now we're going to do the air points. Of course, 2 abort. Combat support missions, no effect on abort. -1 is the number of air, so we lose 1 of those 4. Okay, well that makes sense. All right, that's not too bad. So they got destroyed or deterred back. They had to abort back. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is our a -4 is our combat dice roll modifier. Okay. Okay, I had that incorrect on before. So -4, which is good. And I think we have everything. I think we did air defense. We determined DRMs, roll die, resolve combat. All right. Thought I'd be able to do this a lot faster, but I apologize. I'm surprised anyone would listen to me. So we're gonna roll. Ooh, okay, we got 6 -4 is a 2. And nothing happens to the attacker. The enemy or the Iranians take a step loss and they have to retreat. Well, good. Well, that's positive. Again, pushing them back. Step loss here, the lead unit. Flip. And then they have to retreat too. So they're pushed back here. So that's not too shabby. We're pushing these guys back. Further down the island, which is going to give us an opportunity for clearing. I didn't leave anybody to clear. Well, I can leave somebody in this hex to clear now. Okay, that's right. Okay, we're good. So we're going to leave this unit in here for clearing purposes. I have another question. So if I have multiple units, we'll talk about this, I guess, in clearing. If we have multiple units, don't I get multiple opportunities to clear? When I read the rules, it didn't say about a stack of, like I have the 3 or 4 Marines. Anyway, we'll ask those questions later. Oh, the other thing, this is turn 2. I gotta change the color on this. Day 2, oops. And that was turn 2. Okay. All right. So this is going to be turn 3. And good job for the Marine Corps. They did their job. But we used up all of our assets, right? We have 1 helicopter left for this combat here. That's not good. But we can pull this off, this objective. Again, I don't see how I'm going to be able to do this. To be quite frank, in the 4 turns that I have. I don't know if 4 turns is enough turns. But we'll shuffle the clearing markers up. Oh, that's going to be a 3. Guess I can go ahead and... That doesn't get revealed until later, but I just revealed it. That's a much better... That's going to be a much better... now that's the number we needed over here instead of these 6s. I think we got a really good shot. Especially we get a +4. So we should be good. I think that's going to be an automatic clearing in that hex, which is awesome. All right, so that's that particular battle. Now we've got this one, which is these 2 armored units here. Oof. And they're in the same. They're in the same branch. Plus, we're fighting. This is over this petroleum facility. This is an important battle here. So it's a good thing we have the army, that's here. Oh, Stewie. We really needed the 101st to have landed. We really needed that. Well, I guess it'd be 1 step factor. 3, 6, 9. Okay, we do have a remainder. We'll get a shift on that. So that's good. All right, so let's go ahead and do this combat. Hopefully this will go a little bit faster. declare attack, compute initial odds. So again, we're ahead by 1. So it's 1-to-1 odds with the remainder. Right? 1-to-1 odds. And then we do the column shift, which is going to, let's see, there are 5. We have a 7, so that's going to be 2 over. I think it's going to be back where we were at. Yeah, 2-to-1 odds. All right. Now the next thing we do is we did column shifts. Now we have 1 helicopter to apply, and then we'll do air defense on that. Halo, we have no air points to provide for airstrikes, which we probably needed. Now we do air defense. Here, we're contested. We got to remember that. DRMs. We have no escort points. We are next to a facility, so it's a -2. Oh. Oh, gosh. We have a 1. 1. Oh, my gosh. A star. Air or air mobile point is permanent loss. We lose it. Wait a minute, it's a helo. Oh my gosh, -2. I think we lost that helo. It's aborted. There's a star. 1 air or air mobile point is permanently lost. And transporter unit takes it. So we didn't bring any air in other than the helicopter. And we're doing this on the helicopter itself. Helo. Oh, that's just the number of helo attacks, but it seems like we just don't. Okay, so it'd be the. It seems like there needs to be a penalty to this. Gosh, other than just being, because it doesn't say that I lose a helicopter, or I guess it would say here if there was a step loss. There is not a step loss, so we just lose that. We lose this this helo combat support marker, and I would think because especially that low of a number, I probably should have gotten a step loss, but it doesn't say, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so that was air defense. So we have no, we've got no combat strength on this. Let's see. They have armor. Oh, here we go. Maybe I'm missing something here. Do I have any mechanized? They have armor, so when they attack, they get the bone, like the double strength. Do I have mechanized in this fight? I don't think that I do. No, it's all airborne. They're all airborne units. I think it's just going to be a straight roll here. Okay. Oh, I got a message from the boss. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm wondering. He said I'm sounding like I'm in an echo chamber. Audio input. Let me see if I've got the right one. Oh, okay. No, I got the right. I've got my right. I got the correct. Let me move it over a little bit closer. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Sorry if the air quality is off. Oh, Mitchell. Yes, I do know I'm broadcasting live. It's the quickest way to get this on YouTube. But it doesn't allow for any editing. So I don't know why it's the sound is off. Maybe make that a little bit louder. I don't know if that's going to make it worse or not. Okay. So we do have, we're going to get a -2 on the dice roll modifier because of the change in efficiency. So we get a -2 on this. Let's go ahead and roll. Oh, nice. So we have 1 -2. They get, oh, nice. No attacker casualties. And then the Iranians have 2 step losses and they have to retreat. Sweet. Finally, a little bit of a break. So that's going to be both of these armored units get damaged, which is very much appreciated. And they have to retreat. Now, 2, 3. That's going to overstack that. Wait a minute. 1. So there's going to be an overstack in this hex. So I need to take a look at that rule. But that's nice. That's going to give hopefully we can get that cleared, that installation cleared on this particular turn. Let's see, turn 3. All right, let's go get a clearing marker. Shuffle these guys up. Okay, good. This one's not going to be exposed like the last one was. Hopefully it's a 3 like the other one. But that's sweet. I guess let's go ahead and flip this back over. The reason, in case, if you're watching, this came out exposed, and so it was nice. It was 3. Early Christmas present to us, for sure. All right. So I've got to check and see what happens here on retreat on it with overstacking to a hex that is overstacked. That is going to be the big question. If that would be interesting if they lose some units. Very fascinating. Interesting will always come about. Whoops. Oh, I need to pull this over. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, hook 'em horns, by the way. My Discord channel is, whoops. Oh, come on now. There we go. Get that out of the way. Oh, okay, nothing in addition. So let me go find the rule for retreating, and I don't know if there's anything that happens. It'd be interesting to the Iranians if they lose additional 9.8. You know, if we have additional losses because it's an overstacked hex, but certainly, let's see if it says anything. Retreat procedure. Full number of hexes called for by terrain, which we did. It was 2. Retreating units may retreat to separate hexes. All retreating units must end their retreat the indicated number of hexes, which we did. Non-prohibited terrain restrictions. Here we go. So cannot enter an EZOC, which is an enemy zone of control. It doesn't say anything about if they lose anything. if you're on still, Mitchell, maybe let me ask him since he's kind of available. Let me ask the designer who happens to be was watching a few seconds ago. Is there any penalty for retreating Is there a penalty when a retreat results in an overstacked hex? There, we'll ask the designer. I guess I could go back and let me look on stacking. Stacking. Okay, not per se, he says, unless that overstacked hex is also then attacked. Okay. So I think that's too bad. That would have been nice for the Iranians to have lost some point, another step. Some games, if you can't retreat and violate the stacking rules. But all right, to allocate losses, retreat and advance units, and so probably. We did attack the unit. We're going to have to leave somebody in here to resolve that clearing marker there. Okay. So now the Iranians get to do reaction movement. The other thing too with my voice, I was told that it sounds like an echo chamber. That's probably my morning voice. Let's see if some Dr. Pepper will help here. Maybe not. All right, so now what do the Iranians want to do? Oh, these guys got an 8. I think what they're going to do is... oh, good, I'm glad. He said the echo had cleared up. I think we are going to counterattack. Oops. We're going to counterattack with the Iranians here. They got pretty good strength. And then we're going to counterattack up here. Mitchell, if you are listening, the mandatory contested air this turn wreaked havoc on the Americans. Just want to let you know that we lost some stuff because of it. But maybe let me ask you this question. I guess I can ask him this question about the does the U.S. Are U.S. Let me ask him this. Are U.S. Air points considered all weather? Okay, so now the Iranians are definitely going to counterattack. But we only have... Oh, they are considered, so... I don't have the American air... I still have air points. Okay, so that's fine. We'll use them for defense. Probably that's a rule that I needed to have read somewhere along the line. So they originally had 12. I did 2 for escort, and then I applied for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I think we lost. One, so we're down to 5. That's okay. I'll use them for defense on these attacks. Although that may have helped with the dice roll modifier on the. I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to move. Air superiority isn't contested. It's set to superiority for the... Oh. We're having a discussion with the designer about this. Yes, the contested hurt me this turn, along with the weather being overcast. Okay. That's pretty awesome that you can speak with the designer on Discord. I'm very appreciative. All right, so now I can only have 4 stacking points. So definitely want to move this 2 in. We definitely want to move. Okay. So that is attacking with 6, because they are, I guess that does not put them in an doobie doobie. All right, so there's that attack there. I guess we can bring these guys in here and do... Oh, we got this at the 3. Let's see. Okay, there will not... Oh, wait a minute. Ah, yeah, we want to do this. We want to keep them all the same, so there's no penalty. That's a smart thing, probably. I do read the rule. I do remember this stuff eventually. So there's 6 there. So we're going to do attacks there. And then these guys, I'm wondering... Okay, so that's 4. They can't get out of there, so I'm just going to have to leave. We'll put him there. Drop that commando back there. All right. So these are going to be, we're going to declare attacks. I think we want to get that facility back, or push the Marines out, or the Army out for that. These guys needed to have come up here. I'm going to have to leave that clearing operation alone because of these attacks. Okay, so I think we've now declared attacks. Now we need to computed initial odds. So we have both of these hexes coming into this one. We need to declare the lead units. All right. Put our battle hex marker in. 2309. This is important because it's this petroleum facility. Again, because we're in contested and overcast, the Iranians have, I don't think they have any air points this turn. Oh, they have one air point. Okay, so they get an air point to add into this attack, which we will do here. I'll just go ahead so I don't forget. I know I have to do, that's dice roll modifiers in a minute, but we'll put this guy out there for the moment. Okay, so lead unit, we're going to go ahead and make we're going to go ahead and make this guy the lead unit. No, I guess, no, we don't want to make him the lead unit because of that, because of the efficiency rating. So I guess this is going to be a multi-unit attack, so they're going to have a penalty. We are coming from multiple hexes. And I guess it doesn't really matter. The 3rd or the 82nd will be the... Oh, thank you, Mitchell. Thank you so much for everything. You're great. Awesome. The designer of the game is on Discord watching this. While I'm playing it, I'm so honored. That is awesome. Love it. Made me a little nervous, so I kind of got a little overclipped there. Okay. So now we got to compute odds. So again, armor is going to be doubled. So 6, 12, 15, 18. Defensive 4, 4, 8, 12, 14. So it's 1-to-1 with a remainder. 1-to-1 with a remainder. Those of you, if you're on Discord watching, please ask if you have any questions. I'm not the greatest question answerer, but we'll do our best. So 1-to-1 odds with the remainder. And let me double check because my math is not always that great. 6, 12, 15, 18 to 18 to 4, 8, 12, 14. Yeah, so it's not 2-to-1 odds. It's 1-to-1 odds with a remainder. So we've determined those odds. Now we determine column shifts. So they have it's going to be a -3. Holy cow, because of the efficiency rating difference. That's just that is the 1, 2, 3. They're going to have to roll really well. Oh my goodness. This could be bad for the Iranians, but they got to do what they got to do. They've got to defend that petroleum facility and keep it out of American hands. If they can, then I think they'll keep the Americans from winning this particular scenario because again we're so close. Now the next thing we do is we allocate attack helicopters. We have 1 air point for which we have. They have no helos because of the weather. Left that guy, he's not able to help. And so there's only 1. We, however, can add in, we've got quite a bit now. We're going to go ahead and add in we can only do a maximum of 2 air points for defense. So for the United States, 2 air points for defense. So now we're down to 3. So we get 2 of our boys. Whoops, sorry. I have no idea. I'm so tired right at this moment. I have no clue what I'm doing. But we're gonna do air defense. We gotta resolve air defense on both of those. Look at that. Boom. And I think we can do air superiority. We've allocated air points, combat support. Now we do air defense fire. It is contested. And they have no air. So, okay, enemy armor. No, it's not mechanized. Enemy airfield or installation or naval unit. Now, there is an airfield. I think it's within 2. Oh, yeah, because we took over, if you remember, we took over this this airfield right here, and that's within 2. So we get a minus, we get -2. So, that's pretty good. I think we get -2 on this. Yep, it's going to be a -2 on this roll. A 4, that's going to give us a 2. Abort, and then minus, they lose, that do not, so they lose that air. That's not going to give them so they're not going to get a dice roll modifier for air. Boom, gone. Gone, baby. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted that. All right, so now we go down here and do dice roll modifiers for this. Start at 0. +2. Because of our 2, we have the 2 aircraft units that are there, so they get +2. That's on the DRMs for combat support, and then light infantry. All right, I think that's it. So there's going to be +2 on the die. Oh, 9, 11. We do get a, oh, we're gonna lose a unit, but they're gonna lose 2. They're gonna lose 2. Yeah, we're gonna, oh, we're just gonna take a step loss. Okay, good. Whoops. Oh, that is, we have eliminated this unit, which is going to give us some victory points up here. Our eliminated pile. Now the 2 X's are division, equivalent to brigade. So we've got to do victory points. Equivalent to brigade. So that's going to be +2 on our victory points this turn. I think we're up to 6 on victory points. Okay. So that's 1 loss for them. Sorry, I'm keep moving all over this thing. And then they lose another. Yeah, flip that. Okay, but they don't have to retreat. we don't have to retreat either. So we had a step loss. So that's going to give us a chance to capture that petroleum facility. And then that's going to eliminate the -2, the 2 modifier for the being next adjacent to a facility, which is going to help out quite a bit. So they did not advance. And so I will not get an attempt here to clear that town because I had to send everything forward. So yeah, we have 2 units with losses, and I think we're only going to get 1 replacement point this turn. So the 82nd Airborne is taking casualties, for sure. All right, so that is that particular battle hex, and now we get to do this one. And there is no combat support whatsoever for this. For the Iranians, they don't have any combat support. Battle hex up here. Okay, we got to determine odds and then do the column shift, which is going to be a 2 in the United States' favor. So lead units, we're going to make that a lead unit. And we're going to make that the lead unit. So they're attacking, that's mechanized. I wonder if they get, let me go down here and check something on the armor. Okay, mechanized advantage into non-fortified, non-forested, non-city is going to be times 1.5. So 1.5. So we're going to have to multiply that out. That's going to give them some extra strength. So 7 times 1.5 equals 10.5 rounded up. So 11, 12. And I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 2-to-1 with a remainder. But we get 2 to the left because of our efficiency difference. All right. So that is going to be that. Now we allocate our combat support, which I think I've got some. We have some air points left, I believe. Yes, we do. 1, 2. I've got 1 air point left this turn, but I don't think I'll be doing anything else. So we can have 2 here. They have none. So let's see if we can do this a lot faster than I have been doing on the dice roll modifier. Okay. So we're going to flip this, and then that's going to be -2 for the air support, or air point, or yeah, air support in defense. And I think that's it. So we just have a -2. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry, that's +2. Because that's the United States favor. So, all right, so let's roll. 8. So we have a 10. Oh, that is brutal to the Iranians. They take 2 losses, no retreats. Oh. For us, that's 1. That's going to be another victory point. for a victory point this turn. So good for the Marines. We didn't lose any of the Marines for this turn. Very glad that that is the case. And we have more Marines coming in. Maybe we could do this. We'll see. All right. So that is it. Losses, retreat, and advanced units. No retreats or advances. So now we go back over. We did the reaction combat segment. All right. Reorganization phase. Rotate all helicopters and artillery. So we just have the, again, the weather did it to us this time. So next turn we get 3, 4, we get 6 helicopter combat support, which will be good because we got this additional, we flew this guy in, additional guy in. So we did helicopters. Remove airpoint markers from the game information display. That guy there. So we had 1 airpoint left over for that turn, which is good. Then next thing is reset air mobile points. Oh, which we got 3. I think we lost an air mobile point. Yeah, that was bad. That was completely bad. No tunnel markers. Conduct clearing operations. So here we go back here again. This hex, we're not going to be able to do that in that town. So that's pending control. We have a +1 on the modifier for this clearing operation, and we have to do, so we get +1. So let's go ahead and roll the dice. Again, no, oh gosh, on that. Let's flip that. We know that's a 3. So we get a +4. So yeah, that's cleared. And we do have that control back. And yeah, that was pretty easy. And that's going to give us a point, I think, on victory points. Victory points this turn, so that takes us up to 4. Oop-a-doop-a-doop. So we get a +4 modifier on that. Oh, yeah, that's easy. We got that one. We have control of that facility. So now we need to check see if that facility gives us an extra victory point or not. Pop that back in there. Nuclear, let's see. Capture enemy controlled installation +2. Petroleum. Capture enemy nuclear weapons facility, chemical. Oh, +10. Allied control of non-destroyed petroleum facility. We get +10. +10. That knocks us up to 14 victory points. That is not bad. Not bad at all. For gaining, that was why that was so critical. Awesome, man. The Army has done well. All right, that is clearing operations. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to move my Iranian. Oh, we had no air mobile points. We couldn't do any airlifting. And then this, I did not attack across. I did not do it. Oh, crap. I totally busted up. Well, I needed to have added these guys in on that attack. And that is not going to happen. I didn't do it. So I've got to just deal with the consequences. And there's no air mobile. And there's no port. I can bring the Iranians into... yeah, so they can't move, but I can move these guys down to here. Actually, no, he needs to come up here. I need to bring these guys up to this airfield. Yeah, I didn't have any air mobile, so I could not bring over because of the weather. It said air mobile have air mobile points, and the Iranians, I may have just completely screwed up this game. I don't think the Americans are going to win anyway, but so I think I made an error here. Air mobile. 2 air mobile points they had. So I guess they can bring over 2 steps. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that over. We'll bring these commando units over for reinforcement. Yeah. Or actually, we'll bring this guy over here for reinforcements. We'll put him in there. Okay. Okay. So I think what I did in error is I did not send these 2 guys across. I did not attack across, but it would have halved. I don't know if it would have made that much of a difference, but that was an error that I did. Again, I don't think in the long run, I don't think the Americans are going to be able to clear everything and capture everything in one turn next turn. So it may be moot, but I'll just go ahead and we'll call it an error. You know, sometimes in battle, in war, you forget to do things. And as an Iranian general, probably get fired for that. But at any rate, or executed. Who knows? All right, so let's go down here. Hex control changes, we did that. Reinforcement and replacement phase. So we get reinforcements. All right. So we are, let's see how far we're running on time here. All right, we are at an hour and a half. Boy, I do ramble a lot. I'm so sorry that I do that. I did have, okay. So let's go over to our reinforcements that we have for turn 3. There are no Iranian reinforcements, and so it looks like we're going to get the rest of the we're going to have to do I tell you what we're going to have to do this next turn is we're going to have to parachute in these 101st boys. First and second, yeah, these three brigades of the 101st Division are going to have to drop in to try to take this one here, and then attacks here. Maybe we can do it. We're gonna need to try to get control of this town, though. That's for sure. So I may send over a damaged Marine unit, or no, they're not damaged, I guess. And then, yeah, this group here is going to go down to Diego Garcia, I believe. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's another amphib group. And then these are all Marines. Second of the first, third of the first, and the LAR. One LAR. I don't know. Maybe we can do it, because we do have control of the sea everywhere. Obviously, we do. Maybe let's see what we can do here. We have these guys here, these Marines here that they could. So we could pair drop the 101st into here. We could bring these guys in and have them attack here. Oh, I didn't do this one. I didn't do this clearing operation. I get a +1 on the die roll. No, did not work. So we still have 2. That may keep us from winning right there. We got a shot, I suppose. We have a shot. Counterattacks, turn 3. All right, I think that's all the reinforcements. Replacement points. So I think, let me look at the scenario and see what replacement points we get. 3 per, they get 3 per turn. So definitely flip. There we go. There are their replacement points. We get 1 replacement point. So I'm thinking it's going to be one of these. Yeah, it's going to be this guy. All right, there's my 1 replacement point. And then looks like adjust submarine threat level, ASW level. Okay, add each player's victory points this turn to their victory points to affect their total. So let's take a look at that. Victory points. So we have we had 8 victory points. We had 8, and then we got to add 14 to 8. Ugh, 6, 2, so 22. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cannot do math. So we are victory points. Oops, is going to be 22. And then victory points, this turn is going to go to 0. The Iranians just haven't done anything. Victory point wise, they've not recaptured anything. Oh, I've got okay. Very nice. So that is the resetting of the victory points. Determine if either player is allowed to check for automatic victory. No. We've not captured everything. And so now we advance. Go over here and advance the game turn to the final game turn, which will be the last one. Again, I appreciate y'all checking in. Like and subscribe on this. Share. I haven't talked about that, about sharing. Share the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. I've almost doubled my subscribership. But again, I'll be doing other games as well. I'm looking at probably War for America, which is a Compass game that I'll be doing once I probably finish this one before I go to the next scenario. I'm enjoying playtesting. Again, I'm thankful to Mitchell Lamb and all that his support in this great game. Very appreciative and thankful to be able to do this video. This is the first view for many people for Next War Iran, and can't quite believe that I'm allowed with as much errors and lack of understanding of the rules that I have, that he would allow me to do this, but I'm very thankful for that. Okay, so next turn, we're going to do some paradropping. Probably do drop my 101st Airborne here to capture that town. Probably do an amphibious landing here, do 2 attacks, and then hopefully get these 6s. This could be the bane of our game right here. Could wind up being clearing operations. So hopefully we'll get some good rolls, and we will see you on the other side. Thank you all very much for your attention in this game. So let me come up here, and we're going to end the stream. Y'all take care, and catch you on the flip side.